Welcome to the class, and in this we are going to do a few numericals. And in the last class we talked about the working of the multiplier. And in this, while working of the multiplier, often you'll hear some people saying that there's a forward working as well as a backward working. Though normally in our syllabus we have this what is known as forward working. So it simply means if the investment increases, then there'll be an increase in income. So that's why change, we use the word change. That'll show a forward increase. But if you're talking about, suppose investment is taken away for some reason, if the autonomous investment is brought down, then what happens? Then income not, will shrink multiple times. So that's what. So sometimes you'll hear the word. So I want you to see this. The same thing, if you take away that investment, it will have a forward and backward working of multiplier. So if the multiplier effect can work in the forward direction, it can also work in the backward direction. So it operates in the forward direction when there is multiple increase in income as a result of increase in investment. And when will it work the other way? When the investment is decreased. So we are going to do numericals based on that. You might get a question. I mean, that could be just a 1-mark question as forward and backward multiplier. So let's take this first numerical. So so there are 2 numericals here. Okay, take the first one. So what does it say? So in an economy, say income increases by 8,000 crores as a result of rise in investment expenditure by 4,000 crores. So calculate the investment multiplier. So what do? Simply, you take change in Y upon change in I. Everything is given, and that's hey oh presto. That's what is the multiplier. It's 4. Okay. Now suppose if you know that the multiplier is 10. Okay, and you want to find out the MPC. So what do? So you know the formula of K is equal to 1 upon 1 minus MPC. So K is given as 10. Let's take it as 10. So what happens? If it is given as 10, so 10 is equal to 1 upon 1 minus MPC. So then cross multiplication, so 10 minus 10 MPC, M is equal to 1. So minus 10 MPC is equal to 1 minus 10, that is minus 9. So therefore MPC is equal to 0.9. So that's it. So you can find out the MPC when you know the value of the multiplier, right? So now, okay, we'll take another one. So, okay, this one. Let's just take another one quickly. And see, they're all given in your books, whichever book that you buy. And you find them, they are solved there for you. You can really... Now, okay, so in an economy, investment, say, increases by 1,100. And as a result of it, income increased by 5,500. Now they ask you that had the MPS, that is the marginal propensity to save, been 25%, what would have been the increase in income? So first and foremost, let's find out the investment multiplier, that is change in Y upon change in I. Both are given, 5,500 upon 1,100. How much is that? Is equal to 5. So investment multiplier is 5, right? Now, if MPS is equal to 25%, which means 25 divided by 100 is 0.25. So then just put the formula. So K is equal to 1 upon MPS. So K is equal to, or it is, let's put the value, is equal to 1 upon 0.25. So again 1 into 100 upon 25 is equal to 4. So now what do you find? K is equal to change in Y upon change in I. So they want to know what would have been the increase in income. So you know the value of K now, 4. Change in Y you want to know. Change in I is given. Investment is given as 1,100. So change in Y is equal to 4 into 1100, and that is 4400. So increase in income, if MPS becomes 25%, then it will be 4400, and so on and so forth. So these are the numericals. Once you know the formula and the theory rather, then it becomes very simple to do these.